Hi, I'm Fire Inspector McDonald with the City of Waukesha Fire Department. This is my friend, Firefighter Kuhn.
Hey guys, normally we would come to your school with our fire trucks and ambulances. Unfortunately, this year we can't.
So what we decided to do is create some really cool videos with our firefighter friends to teach you guys all about fire safety. We hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name is Firefighter Smith for the City of Waukesha Fire Department, and today we're going to talk about a couple tips on fire safety. In the first room, we're in the kitchen. Everyone has a kitchen at home, and it's a fun place to be, but it can also be very dangerous. So today we're going to give some tips and tricks on what to look out for with some of the appliances in your kitchen that could be kind of harmful to you. So for our first appliance today, we're going to talk about toasters, something you may use in the breakfast time or any time during the day. If something will ever get stuck, what you want to do is you want to always unplug it, and you never want to stick your hand down there or a knife. You always want to let an adult know that there's something stuck so they can help you. For our next appliance, we have a microwave. Before you ever use the microwave, what you want to do is read and follow the directions that your food says to use, how to use the microwave. And if you ever use the microwave, you want to use proper microwave plates and bowls that are safe for it. And you never want to use metal utensils because it can be very hot and can burn you. If your food is ever that hot to touch, what you can use is a pot holder, or you can have an adult help you and they can take it out for you. Now we're going to talk about the kitchen sink. You always want to wash your hands with soap and water, but you don't want the water to be too hot because it can burn your hands. So what you can do is you can turn your cold water on, and then you can turn the hot water on slowly until your water becomes warm. Next appliance we're going to talk about is the stove. So, you never want to stir anything on top of it or to the side of it where it could catch on fire. And you always want to turn these handles inside so no one bumps into it and spills whatever inside of it. And even though your stove may be off, it could still be very hot, so you do not want to touch. And for your oven door, it could also be hot as well, so you don't want to touch that as well. Next, we're going to talk about a coffee pot that you may have at home. Coffee can be very hot, so you don't want to spill it on yourself or on anyone as it can burn them. And you always want to have the handles turned in, just like the stove, so they can't be bumped into and spilled onto the ground. Now we're in the living room, and we're going to talk about some things you need to look for whenever you're in the living room. For this fireplace, you always want to have it screened in, so no hot embers or ashes can fall out into the carpet and could potentially start a fire. And you never want to have magazines or newspapers next to it, as they could start on fire as well. And if you're ever dry your clothes, you want to make sure they're a safe distance away from the fire, and never right on top of it or right next to it. You should know, matches and lighters are not toys, they're tools, and only adults should use them. For power strips, you never have more than one plugged into the same one. You always want to have just one individual one, and no extension cords as well. It should always just be one power strip. So for this video, we're in the bedroom. We're going to talk about a couple things you need to look for and watch out for in the bedroom if there's ever a fire. You want to sleep with your door closed. And the reason why is to give you the extra couple seconds in case you need to escape, and allows that fire to stay out there in the hallway or wherever that bedroom is, just long enough to have you escape. Your smoke detector is on the ceiling because when there's ever a fire, smoke rises and it's going to reach your smoke detector faster than if it was on the sidewall or if it was ever on the ground. Now if your smoke detector ever goes off, this is what it's going to sound like, and it's going to be a little bit loud. And it's going to do that continuously to alert the entire house that, hey, there's smoke in the house, we got to get out. And if there ever is smoke and you're ever sleeping, what you want to do is stay low to the ground and crawl. You never want to stand up and smoke because it's going to be very harmful to you. Once you're on the ground, you want to crawl to the doorway and you want to feel for that door with the back of your hand, never the front of the hand, because if that doorway is hot, you're able to feel the back of the hand and you know that that's not a good way to exit. If your door is ever hot, then you want to go to your second exit, whichever could be a window or another doorway in the house, it depends.
I don't care if I look like a goof.
There we go.
Hello, 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 hello.
Normally, I screwed that up.
For power strips, you never had a more...
Okay, exactly.
For power strips, you never had more than one plugged into the same one. You always want to have just one individual one and no extension cords as well. It should always just be one power strip.
Hi, I'm Fire Inspector McDonald.
You turn the hot water on slowly along with the cold water until that water becomes warm. Now we're in the living room.
Hey!